He's guarding my pillow.
I am the official pillow holder.
Hello.
Hey, everybody, and welcome to the Root and Rhythm podcast, where we are exploring the roots that ground us.
And the rhythms that move us.
Isn't it nice to know our slogan, our branding for a change? Those early episodes. Oh, by the way, folks, this is episode 14-ish.
We think.
Yeah.
I have to go check, and I didn't feel like doing it.
Yeah, 14-ish. But, some of those earlier episodes, we were like, to
be fair, I need to change our graphic because I just figured out that I have been doing it wrong the whole time. So that's on me because okay. So if you've been following us, we don't know what we're doing.
And I think we've made that abundantly clear. That's our disclaimer right off the bat.
We really don't. We're not.
But we're having a fun time doing it, though. Oh, this is awesome. So again, we are here. It is the beginning of November. Ooh. How do you navigate and kind of go through these next couple of months?
Carefully.
Yeah.
Well, okay. So for me, work wise, like it's a chiller time. Like I'm working, I'm busy, but I'm not like, oh my God, I'm not July busy where I'm just like, I can't even see people. I'm too buried. I feel like I start sleeping more this time of year. I'm definitely sleeping more. I'm definitely going to bed earlier. Trying not to eat more. It's very difficult.
Well, you said earlier off camera, we are still genetically wired.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah, break that down for us. Because I understand why I eat so much in the winter now.
Well, I learned this it's really weird. I took an anthropology class in college, and it's just stuck. Some things just stick with you. So I don't know, but this archaeologist was basically saying to us that our human bodies are still designed for the hunter-gatherer lifestyle of humans 10,000 years ago, when we lived in very small bands or tribes or groups. Not necessarily agriculture wasn't invented yet. Agriculture is not really that old as a thing in human history, and largely, especially, people just roamed in groups of 10 to 40, and they, when they kind of used up the area they were in, they hunted it out, they had fished all the fish, they moved on, and we're still built for that, which means our bodies think it's time to build our fat reserves for the oncoming possible famine.
Build the fat reserves, absolutely.
And be basically as close to bears as you can. Like, that's why, like, historically speaking, we have all these festivals and food things and like events in the winter, because the winter is fucking depressing. It's dark and it's cold, and we're building fat reserves. And so now we have to go, and so if you're like me, you're like, well, I'm going to go to the gym, do the thing, and then I'm going to have a piece of cake because it's winter.
I'm going to have a couple of pieces.
I don't want cake in July. I don't. But come like November 15th, I'm like, cake is good. Cake is good. Cake. Bread is excellent. Yeah, it's a whole different thing. Like, it hits different.
Give me some oil and bread.
God, I love bread. I'm mad about how much I like it.
So for those of you that are catching up, we are just a couple of days into the daylight savings. So we just fell back, which means that at 3:30 in the afternoon, it's dusk.
Oh, and it never even got light today because it rained. So it's like it's been dark all day.
My whole clock, my internal clock. I'm trying to figure it out. Yeah.
Does it mess with you every year? Like the fall board, the falling and backing and all? Do you have like a week where it takes? Because it takes a week to like adjust.
It takes me about a week to kind of get used to.
It's like jet lag, but worse because we do it to ourselves. It's dumb.
And I want to know who well, that's a whole nother conversation. Yeah.
Like everything.
But yeah, I think, I guess I like the fact that it does give you, sounds weird, gives you a sense of urgency about doing things while you have life.
I agree with that.
Right? It's like, oh, we got to get this done. We got to go here.
You can't screw around.
Can't dilly-dally or lollygag.
You've only got this much. Well, and I'll tell you, like, it's for me in my business. A good example is I've got, I need to do, like, we always do a final walkthrough of a home before my buyers sign on the dotted line to purchase it, just to make sure it's all good and the roof hasn't fallen in and there's no bats living there, that kind of thing. Well, I've got one this week, and I texted the guy this morning. I'm like, so we have to do this before 5 because there will be no sun after that. And he's like, oh God. And so we had to, like, both of us were both like, oh God, we didn't think about that. But which happens like I'm not new.
I've only done this 54 times.
5 years,
Yeah.
yeah. Hello. So I don't.
Okay. Okay.
Do you like? I mean, do you? Is there anything about the time change that you or this time of year that you like?
Recently, yes. So
Okay.
for many of you that know, my friend group or know me, Sharice and I lost our one of our oldest daughters. It'll be 3 years in December.
Crazy.
So,
That's still crazy.
the last couple of years leading up to this, I could feel the anxiety like in my chest.
Hmm.
And I can honestly say that, having, I don't know, I guess it's this year we've did more work, we've progressed more in grief, and managing it. I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to really the friend stuff.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
kind of live in this area. My family's scattered. So my friends are my family.
Right. Found family is real. Yeah.
Found family. I like that. Yes.
That's for
I dig
real.
it.
It's I have a dear friend who lost her partner. This is going to be her third without him as well.
Mm,
And and she's like you, she's better this year,
yeah. Hmm.
but it's still a thing.
Yeah.
Like she says she feels herself starting to kind of clench up a little bit,
Hmm.
you know.
Hmm.
So and I think as you get older, you're only going to lose people. Like that's just true.
Wow. Yeah.
Although losing a child is a very none of us expect that. That's different. That's a very and really she shouldn't have lost her partner the way she did either. Didn't see that coming. But you do feel like as you get older, you're going to lose people, and the holidays are going to be a thing
Mm,
for
yeah.
everyone eventually.
For some reason or
Something's going to
another.
go down. Yeah, that's just it's kind of, but it's also I think it should make everyone be a lot kinder. Not everybody behaves well in the holidays, and sometimes there's reasons they're acting out. Sometimes
Mhm.
they're just messed up.
Yeah. But I think we kicked off the fall season with a bang.
Yeah, it's
there
great.
are there may or may not be pictures and videos of Kim singing from the other night. I don't know. I heard there were, but there might not.
He sure he sent me one, and I'm like, that's the one to put
Oh,
it.
she did send it to you. Oh my
I was
god.
like, that is so embarrassing,
But you know what though?
but
I
it was so fun.
I woke up Saturday morning and I felt so good.
I did
I
too.
was like, I was with my people. We belly laughed. Oh my
Laughed
God,
so
we
hard. I had
laughed
the
so
best
hard.
time.
Yeah, my cheeks were hurting.
Hmm.
We laughed. And just being around each other. I get life from that. So I was like, bring on the
Yeah, it was
holidays,
very
man. I'm
funny. A
ready.
lot of trick or treaters, the parents are like, "Oh, y'all are having fun."
I think at one
It was
point, so the whole thing was we were supposed to be
hysterical
on her porch, right? Doing trick or treat things with the kids.
because
And
we did.
yeah. But there were a couple of times that the kids came up and they were like, hi. And we were kind of caught up in our own party to the point where we just said, there's a bucket of candy there. Just
Help
take what you
yourself.
need.
Help yourself. We love it. You look great.
And then there was the grandmom with the wine glass.
Oh, that was so fun. She was like, she was having a good time.
She said, I got to be out of here. I'm bringing this with me.
Yeah,
So
we were
yeah,
like, weird. Do you need a refill? We got you. No, she was great.
we had plenty in
We had
stock.
so much wine.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, it was great.
And it makes way for a really good conversation,
Mm.
kind of a next step to what we talked about before about how do we blend or what does it look when friends from different sides begin to come together, because
Hmm.
especially for us that got married later in life
Hmm.
or remarried later in life.
Yeah, which is really common.
Yeah, so I've got a whole set of people. Sharice has a whole set of people, and then we bring them together. Does it work? Does it not? Do they gel? How do you do that?
I don't know that you always do. I mean, I don't always blend. I have a lot of groups. I don't because I have so many just different interests, but also like so many people I've had for like decades. So
Hmm.
like I don't even know how to explain it. Um, because there's a whole theory about like you're gonna be friends with people who are more like you. Like that's the prevailing whatever theory.
Hmm.
I don't know that that's necessarily true.
I don't.
I think a lot of I mean, I'm a very like woo personality, and a lot of my friends are as well. So that's good, I guess. But I have just as many friends who are introverts and who are not.
Yeah.
And I just sometimes you're just like this is for the party people,
Hmm.
and sometimes this is for like the book people, and sometimes this is for like the like people who like to have deep conversation people. Like there's different milieux for different friend groups and they don't always blend
And there's nothing
necessarily.
worse than having the friend that loves deep, slow long
Don't bring them to
conversations.
one of our parties. They'll never finish a sentence. Oh my god.
We will relegate them to the kitchen,
Yeah.
and they'll hold somebody hostage in the kitchen the
Mm-hmm.
whole night, and we'll just look over and say, "Sucks to be you."
Yeah.
But I had that issue because I have friends that I consider them friends, but we do business together. So those folks wouldn't be someone that I would have brought to your party
Mm-mm.
because I think in those moments you're a little reluctant to be authentically yourself.
I mean, I do business with a lot of friends, and vice versa, because I tend to make my friends my. Yeah, but again, to me, it has less to do. I mean, I don't know. I work so hard to be as grounded and authentic as I can be for my clientele because I never want them to worry about what I think of them, if
Wow.
that makes sense.
Hmm.
So I don't know that I would have that anxiety necessarily. It's more about like this particular client is highly anxious, or this particular client I know is very um, introverted and tamped down, and they would not enjoy some things. They would enjoy some things I do, and they would not enjoy some things I do.
Hmm.
And 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 I could be wrong about that. I'm going to own that too. Like I could also be the one going, "Well, I was fucking wrong about that." They got along great because that's happened.
Overthinking it. Yeah,
Because
we
that's happened.
overthink.
We overthink. So I can be wrong, but mostly I think I got a decent handle at this age. At this big age, I think I got a handle on it. You know,
And I think about some of the friends that we have
giving
that we've
feedback.
done. Yeah, just a little
Oh,
bit, but I don't
sorry.
think that's a problem. Some of the friends that we've had the chance, because we talked earlier about how when you're older and you have a new partner,
Mm.
right? And we're like you said, we're not just talking about somebody you're dating or hanging out with, but
It's
someone
serious. You're vetting them for seriousness.
they become a real integral part of your life. How important is to introduce them successfully into a friend
I
group?
think it is. I think. I mean, well, okay. For some people, it might not be. If
Hmm.
you only have like, if you're a more introverted personality and you have like two friends, it probably, you know what I mean? Like, you really want those two friends to like your partner, but like, it's just the two of them. How hard, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, how hard, unless they're assholes, how hard can it be?
Right.
It's two people. I have so many people. So, and and I'm married to an introvert. He's not extroverted. He's not like, he has one friend.
He's extrovert adjacent now.
I mean, he gets in there.
Yeah. And that's because you guys been married
Oh God.
12 years.
No, no, we've been married like almost 7 years. We together like nine and a half,
Okay.
almost
Okay.
10 years.
So yeah, we were joking about Scott, the Scott we met,
Very different.
and the Scott who we were hanging
He's
out
much
with
more comfortable
Friday.
now
Oh my God, is he
because
work
he
up?
was like the first time.
Now he's like, bring it in, brother. I
Yeah,
mean, we
he was.
hug more now than I think I've ever hugged. I mean, I think I hugged him more Friday night
There was a lot of
than I
hugging.
had.
Everybody was very like, "I love you, bro." It was a very "and I love
It
you,
was a
bro"
love
party.
fest. It was a love
Oh my
fest.
god, it was so fun. I think we were starved for like happiness so badly.
And I think that's important too because I don't know why we feel like we have to have permission to finally have some enjoyment in a and I get it. 2025 has been,
Brutal,
yeah, to say the least,
brutal.
brutal. So I think we owe it to ourselves to be more intentional this year about how we interact
About
with our friends.
joyousness and
Yeah,
stuff. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
Less stuff, more substance.
yeah. And I think it's going to have to be less stuff from both a like moral standpoint, if you will, but also from a real standpoint of a lot of folks don't have the resources this year. Like a
Yeah.
lot of folks are going hungry at this point. Like I would much rather spend what would be Christmas presents that none of us need. I'd rather spend that money and take it to the food bank.
Yep.
I'd feel better about it. I think everybody would. Anybody who I'm going to give gifts to would.
Yeah. Because if
Like
we're giving gifts,
literally, I'm just going like I'm just not like there's too no, it's too hard for too many.
yeah,
And no, I just don't feel comfortable. Like blatant consumerism just feels immoral at this point.
yeah, yeah. I got
And I
you.
don't need a damn thing.
We don't. We like stuff,
I mean, look, everybody brought me a bottle of wine to the party. I'll take that. I love how everybody's like, I know you.
but most of it was sustainable. It was
Yeah,
from Virginia.
yes, everybody knows my whole Virginia kick. So it was great. Like, no complaints. It was so much fun, except for Kimberly brought the stuff from France.
Which is good.
That was so good. Okay.
Sharice and I talk about that often because we're trying to be more sustainability conscious.
Yeah.
And you are like the marker.
Oh, I'm not.
You're the poster
I
child.
could do so much better. I'm the shit. I could do so much
You're
better.
doing way better than me.
Yeah.
So so I'm like, I like this, but it's not from Virginia. So I struggle.
Or it's not local. Yeah.
It's not
I
local.
want it
Yeah.
to be local.
Yeah. And now bookshops, small shops and things like
Yes.
Collie
All day
Avenue.
long. Go to your flea markets and thrift fairs
Go to
and like
Collie Avenue.
your
If you're
art
in Norfolk,
fairs and things like that.
yeah.
Like I got Kylie a cute little necklace at the Stockley Garden art show for like 20
I
bucks.
love Stockley.
And like she'll wear it. I mean, she'll wear it till she's 80. Like it's totally her. She loved it. She was wearing it the other night. Like loved it.
We love
There
the
you go.
Stockley. We love that. Yeah.
And I got to help a local small business person.
What better thing to do,
There
right?
you go.
We were going to a swap meet slash flea market thing yesterday. And I'm like, I know who loves this stuff. Kim and Scott. So I text them and she texts me back, I'm at a book club.
I was at book club.
And I said, nerd. That's all I said was nerd.
And
Because you have different friends.
I have a lot of nerd friends. Now there's different kinds of nerds. I have like sci-fi, science fiction nerds, and I have my like book nerds. And like because nerd just means you feel strongly about it and you're into it. And I'm for nerds. Like
Yeah.
I don't know about you, but I get really happy watching someone else get really juiced about something. Like when they're super into it and they're like, "Oh my god, I have to tell you!" Like that is so much fun to hear because I'm going to learn something, but also like the energy of that is yes.
And if you're my friend, I want you to have that energy.
Yeah.
That's why Saturday we were talking about her husband's an incredible musician. Love Scott stuff. She's gonna, but we love it. And watching him, there was a moment where
His Star Trek shirt because we are nerds here in this house.
Sharice and I nudged each other, and I said, "He's in another world.
He's in another zone."
Yep. And he's just swaying. First of all, you give me a guy that can sway, I'm in love.
Yeah.
So he's swaying, he's playing, and to me, that's magical because I know how I feel when I get in my thing.
Yeah.
So
he
that's
was so
great.
happy too because Kylie was here. So that's my daughter, and they loved it. He loves to play with her. Like it's great. It was just so much fun.
And it looked like the friends that were gathered because there were a couple of people we hadn't met. No, just one person.
Just one.
But everybody else we're still new with.
Well, like our neighbors were rolling up and saying hi and hanging out for like Joan came by and Scott's mom was here and like it was just crazy. Yeah, everybody, it was fun.
And I think when we talk about merging people, or because we had an episode before where we talked about who got custody of the friends, should there be a breakup or untimely death, or something like that. And we had some real fun analogies with that. But on a deeper level, I think it is important who we have in our lives as we make these. Like you said, we're getting older.
Mm.
So things are gonna, we're gonna lose people more as we go into that.
Yeah. Well, and I will say I do think that's just true because that's just life. But I also kind of like the fact that as you get older, you tend to be more accepting of yourself. Therefore, you're going to be more accepting of your partner and therefore probably of your partner's friends and vice versa. Because odds are if they like your partner, they're probably going to like you too because they like you. So like I don't know that it happens as much when you're young. Younger people tend to be more selfish and just more they don't know themselves yet. And I think a lot of them are more like fear-based. In terms of I remember being in my 20s. The vast majority of the friends in my 20s that I made, I'm not friends with anymore because I had to use that kind of like I grew through them. In my 30s is where I really developed most of my very, very strong friendships, with two exceptions from when I was a child.
Wow.
Like, but the bulk of my close friends have been made within the last since I had late 30s. There's the ones that stuck because I knew who by then I kind of was like, oh, I knew who I was. I could confidently be who I was in front of other people and let them be themselves in front of me.
Yeah.
So I think your quality of how you vet your own friends is different. To me, it's a red flag if I'm with someone and they don't like my friends. That's such a red, that's a red, and vice versa. If my friends don't like this dude I'm bringing around, then I need to know that.
Yeah.
Because I want to know why. What are you seeing that I'm not seeing?
Because we all have those little blind spots somewhere. Yeah.
Well, because trauma bonding is a thing. So you don't want to be with someone who's just feeding your wounds that aren't closed yet. You want to be with someone who's gonna like, be a positive force.
Yeah. Yeah. And so much so much transpires in the next 60 days.
Mhm.
November, December. Like you were just trying to track what holiday parties were coming up because you're like, this is the season now.
'Tis the season.
And in your line of work, you tend to throw more things to honor your clients
Yeah,
and stuff
it's
too.
it. Yeah, this is the year where I've already started. I've started it last month where I'm planning my what I call Christmas pop buys, which is where I try to physically go to see all of my clients. That's impossible. There's too many. But I do try to see some of them, and then I
Mm,
have things delivered to others of them.
that's beautiful.
I love they're so great. I have the best people. I just have the best people, and so that's fun. That's part of my fun. Like it's my job, but it is really fun for me. And but that's also takes up a great deal of time, which is fine because December typically business is slower. Perfect. It's the perfect
Hmm.
time. It
Yeah.
works out really well, you know. Um, January is kind of a dud of a month, so it's like all the fun happens, and then it's like January. January is the month of skincare. That's when I'm like all the doctor's appointments, all the things happen, all the unpleasant things happen in January, all of it,
I love
and
it.
it's still really dark.
And it's dark. Yes, we were joking about that earlier. That yesterday at 4:30, it was getting dusk, and I was like, I was driving, and we were coming from the store, and I was like, what time is it? And she
Yeah,
was like, it's 6:50.
and dark.
I swear I thought it was 10 o'clock at night.
I did that last night, 7:30. I'm like, it's about bedtime. He's like, it is 8:15.
You gotta hold it.
I'm
Gotta
like,
hold it.
oh man,
Got to
I want to
hold
go to
it.
bed. I was done.
So yeah, I think it's good that over these next few weeks we do get a chance to slow down, be a
Hmm.
little lazier than
And I
normal.
think that's the fun part is like if you like, I don't want the pressure of the holiday season. I think is what gets people down a lot from family dynamics, but also from like the endless amount of invitations.
Mm,
Like a lot of imitate, you can only do but so much. And a lot of us have like a social battery that will run down.
my battery will want.
Yeah.
Yeah, it my battery runs down. And I remember back before COVID, like this Hampton Roads was
Popping.
party central.
Popping.
If you were a part of the business,
You had 17 parties to go to. It was great.
was it chamber? Then you had the
Chamber.
others. Yeah.
We
Oh
had
my
all the
god.
things.
Oh my goodness, just ripping and running, and you see the kind of the same circle of people. And they're like, "Hey, these cheese puff were better than the ones
Yep.
from the other part." So we're comparing food and stuff. So yeah, good stuff.
I mean, I enjoyed that time. Um, I don't like the fact that that time ended because of COVID. That was a crappy way to end that time of my existence.
Yeah,
But I'm also enjoying slowing down a little bit more. I'm okay with not as many activities,
yeah.
and I'm trying not to drive at night because I can't see nothing. So can't see nothing.
The funniest thing is your TikToks when you're talking, and then you put your glasses
I'm like, this is serious.
on.
Like I need to look at myself to say it. It's the dumbest thing.
It's not. I love it. So yeah, friends, holidays, all
Well,
of that
okay,
stuff.
so here's a question.
Okay.
This is in terms of friendship, male and female friendships.
Mhm.
So, okay, so early and I are good friends. I'm friends with his spouse, vice versa. Now, in light of certain events in the news, how do we feel about opposite sex friendships with our spouse and the trust thing and all of that?
To me, I only hear the word friend.
Same
I don't really pay attention
to
to this
gender.
is a male friend or a female friend. If that's something at this stage that we're really stressing about, that's a relationship issue.
Right.
That's a big relationship
Agreed.
issue, because as much as me and Sharice are together and we're together a lot, that's my buddy, my best friend.
Yeah.
We still do things apart
Yeah, of course.
and we enjoy
You're
it
whole
because
people.
when we get back together, we can share that stuff. And
Yeah.
then, and I've never, I've, I'm fortunate. I've never had, Sharice was never the wife that says, "Oh, you're going to hang out with your friends again."
Yeah, same. Okay.
There are times where she has demanded I leave the house and I can't come back until because I
I
will
should do
sit
that. Can I
in
do
this.
that?
That's a thing because I will sit in the same spot for 8 hours.
Oh, Scott will do that with you.
And she left one day and came back. She was like, "What have you been doing?" I was like, "Nothing."
Nothing.
So you just been sitting there doing nothing. I was like, "Why is that irritating you?"
Yeah.
She was like, "Okay, come on. That's it. Go call your friend, go somewhere,
Go
go."
do something with people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And not people with me, me not being the people. So yeah,
Right.
but for friends, I think that the relationship is what determines that. Now, if I've got a mate or partner that I do have to have that thought about,
Mhm.
there's a deeper issue anyway.
Yeah,
So that's something that I have to deal with because we're in the relationship together,
right.
but I've had friends who've expressed, wow, Early just has, female friends. And Sharice is like, well, they're not female friends. Those are his friends.
They're just his friends.
So some we met together, some we're just friends with.
Right.
When we're in Philly, I know Sharice and Wayne are going to hang out,
Yeah. Well,
and then
yeah.
at some point Wayne's going to end up back at our hotel, and it's going to be 2 o'clock, and he's I'm going to crash on the couch here
Yeah.
and then leave in the morning. And that's been our existence for 18 years.
Right.
And that's my friend, that's her best friend. So
Right.
why would I think,
Yeah.
yeah, I think that's cynical. I'm grateful I don't have cynical relationships around.
Well, and it's interesting because but I think you're right. I think it has more to do because some people have damage, some people have trauma, some people have been hurt, and they are therefore on guard.
Hmm.
I know that happens. You're just guarded. Infidelity is rampant in our culture. It's not like it's a secret.
Yeah.
So fair, like that's a fair concern. But if you're not, but if you're having give you an example in my last marriage, like those conversations were not conversations. Those conversations were me being made to feel bad because he felt bad about whatever it is that I
Mm.
did with someone that he did or did not know. Because I am well known for like going to go lunch with everybody, and
I called you one day.
yeah,
Well, I call you all the time, but
yeah,
one day I was like, "Hey, I'm downtown." You were like, "Oh, I'm over in wherever you were."
I was somewhere else. Yeah,
Yeah. So I.
that's just normal, and he's not the only one. I have a lot of that happens all the time, and so it's when you have a partner who doesn't trust you because they don't trust the relationship because deep down the issue is them.
Mm,
That is a hard thing to combat, and I think that can be very difficult. And I don't think I handled it back then the way I would handle something like that now. Whereas I went into dating Scott very clearly delineate this is my life. You can be here or not be here, but this is the life I'm living. I'm
hmm.
leading, and these are my people. This is what I do. And it was therefore never a problem because from the get, and I think that's the advantage of being older and more
Yep.
mature.
I was gonna say that. Yeah.
That's the big advantage. When you're young, you don't know that yet. You don't know that you're wired for that. You don't know who you are yet. You're still working it out. And like at this big age, I'm able to go like, well, this is what it is.
And if
And
you,
if you don't like it, I mean,
it's all good.
it's fine, but you don't have to be here. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
and I never think like he could have done the same, but I mean, you do change and grow as you stay with someone longer, and you kind of your sharp edges get worn away. But he's never that I'm aware of ever had a moment of like side eye about anything about anybody. Um, and I think it just has more to do with we've been so very clear with each other from the beginning about
Yeah.
the boundaries, what boundaries are,
Hmm.
and therefore, you know, like I'll give you a great example. Like that time when you came over when Sharice was working and he was working, and we got in the hot tub with a big bottle of wine.
Yeah.
That was so much fun, and we cackled back there like we were very loud because we were giggling. And the only thing he said to me when he got home, and I think Early had literally just left. He got home and he looked at me and he goes, "Oh man, the neighbors are going to have some shit to say." And it was so funny because he was just that was his only thing. He's like, the neighbors are going to talk
And
because
interesting.
we were set because we were outside just
Oh
being
God, very loud. Um,
loud,
when
being
I got
silly.
home, Sharice got home, and we were going to an event. And
Oh yeah, I
then
remember that. You had to go. That's right.
my problem was I got to the event and I was a little sluggish.
Oh yeah.
And she was like, you and Kim played earlier, but you're at the party now. So come on."
Let's go.
And that was
Get
her
it together.
biggest issue. And I
Don't
think
be
that
tired.
right. Now I love that for us. I
I do
love that, like you
too.
said, this age. I couldn't have done that at 25. I was
Oh, I
so
couldn't.
insecure because of who I was.
I was too. And but I think again, I think that's normal and age appropriate because again, you
Mhm.
don't know.
Yeah.
You don't even know who you are, much less what you don't know anything. You're so dumb at 20s. Like it's a dumb time.
I say thank
Although the
God for the
kids these days are
50s.
much smarter in 20s than I was. I think
They
my
have
kid,
chat GPT. We did.
I mean, they had therapy and we didn't. So
Then there's that.
there's that.
Yeah. We sometimes when we're
Mm.
talking, we're coming up with 5 episode titles that may never air,
But we have them.
depending on the tech issues too.
Y'all.
But folks, do this for us. Would you comments right down there? Share with us some things that you're looking forward to, some things that you're not looking. Whatever the issue is, would you share it with us? Because we want to really kind of curate some of these coming
Yeah.
episodes to really speak to some of the things that are hitting you in these next couple of months.
And I mean, and that can be light or heavy. In
Yeah,
all honesty, like if you got stuff you're just like, I just need to know if it's not just me.
yeah.
Probably isn't just you, but we're happy to prove it, you know.
Because I want to meet people who don't like the cooking of the people that they go, whose house they go over, and I want to talk about creative ways that I've learned to get rid of food.
We're gonna have a very judgmental conversation about macaroni and cheese at some point.
I have some hacks for you to get rid of food and not offend anybody, but another
Okay.
time.
We love that. We
Thanks
love
so
that.
much for joining us, hanging out with us at the Root and Rhythm podcast, where we are exploring the roots that ground us.
And the rhythms that move us. And I'm Kim, and this is Early, and we'll see you next week. And I
Wow,
got to get up and turn this thing off.
to episode 15ish. We don't know.
Something.